The clock blinked 3 a.m. Sarah lay frozen, her breath caught in her chest. She was awake, she was sure of it, but a crushing weight held her down. Her eyes darted around the room, finally landing on the shadowy figure at the foot of her bed. It was tall and imposing, its edges blurring in the darkness. Then it turned, and Sarah felt a chill crawl down her spine. Perched atop its featureless head sat a wide-brimmed hat, its shape unmistakable even in the low light. Terror, raw and primal, flooded her. She tried to scream, to move, but her body refused to obey. The figure took a step closer, its form seeming to warp and shift with each movement. The weight on her chest intensified, stealing the air from her lungs. Just as suddenly as it appeared, the figure vanished. The pressure lifted, and Sarah gasped for breath, the horrifying image seared into her mind. She had just experienced her first encounter with the Hat Man, a shadowy entity said to haunt the realm between wakefulness and sleep. Sleep paralysis is a terrifying, yet surprisingly common phenomenon. It occurs during the transition between sleep stages, when the mind awakens while the body remains paralyzed. This natural paralysis normally prevents us from acting out our dreams, but during sleep paralysis, it becomes a terrifying ordeal. Trapped between the worlds of dreams and reality, individuals often experience overwhelming fear and a sense of impending doom. Hallucinations, both visual and auditory, are common. These hallucinations vary widely, but one figure in particular appears with chilling regularity: the Hat Man. Thousands of people worldwide claim to have encountered the Hat Man during sleep paralysis episodes. A young man from Chicago described waking to find a tall, shadowy figure with a fedora standing over him, its eyes glowing red in the darkness. A woman in London reported a similar experience, describing a sense of overwhelming dread and the feeling of being watched by an unseen entity wearing a wide-brimmed hat. These stories, though diverse in their details, share a common thread: the presence of a menacing figure wearing a hat, often accompanied by feelings of terror and helplessness. While descriptions vary, the Hat Man is most often depicted as a tall, shadowy figure with a wide-brimmed hat, often a fedora or a cowboy hat. His features are typically obscured by shadow, though some report seeing glowing red eyes or a malevolent grin. He is often described as wearing a long coat or cloak, further adding to his imposing presence. Some witnesses describe him as silent and observant, while others claim he speaks in a deep, guttural voice, often whispering threats or taunting his victims. Section 5. A global phenomenon. The Hat Man. Across cultures. The Hat Man is not confined to any one culture or geographic location. Reports of his appearances surface across the globe, from the United States to Europe, Asia, and beyond. Some researchers believe that cultural beliefs and folklore may influence the specific details of the Hat Man's appearance, but his core characteristics remain remarkably consistent. This suggests that the Hat Man may be a manifestation of something deeper, a universal archetype of fear and dread that transcends cultural boundaries. Section 6. The Science of Shadows. Rationalizing the Hat Man. From a scientific perspective, sleep paralysis and its accompanying hallucinations, including the Hat Man, are attributed to disruptions in the normal sleep-wake cycle. During sleep paralysis, the brain emerges from REM sleep, a stage characterized by vivid dreams, while the body remains paralyzed. This can lead to a blending of dream imagery with waking reality, resulting in hallucinations and feelings of terror. Some researchers believe the Hat Man may be a product of the brain's attempt to make sense of these unusual sensory experiences, drawing upon cultural imagery and personal fears to create a tangible threat. Whispers from the Unseen. Paranormal Perspectives. While science offers plausible explanations for the Hat Man phenomenon, some believe his origins lie beyond the realm of conventional understanding. paranormal investigators propose a range of theories, from interdimensional beings to malevolent spirits. Some believe the Hat Man to be a demonic entity, preying on vulnerable individuals during their sleep. Others see him as a harbinger of misfortune, his presence a warning of impending doom. These paranormal interpretations, though lacking scientific evidence, offer an alternative perspective, suggesting that the Hat Man may be a manifestation of forces beyond our current comprehension. Beyond the Hat. Other entities of the sleep paralysis realm. The Hat Man, while perhaps the most widely reported, is not the only entity said to haunt the realm of sleep paralysis. People have described encounters with a wide range of shadow beings, each more terrifying than the last. Some report seeing shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their rooms, their forms shifting and changing like smoke. Others describe feeling the presence of unseen entities, their touch cold and menacing. These encounters, though varied in their details, share a common thread of fear and unease, suggesting that the Hat Man may be just one manifestation of a much larger phenomenon. Hunted by shadows. Recurring encounters and their implications. For some, the Hat Man is not a one-time visitor. They report recurring encounters night after night, each episode more terrifying than the last. These individuals often live in a state of perpetual fear, dreading the moment they close their eyes. The psychological toll of these recurring encounters can be significant, leading to insomnia, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disorder. The question remains, why are some individuals seemingly targeted by these shadowy entities, while others remain untouched? The lingering question. Do you believe, whether a product of our own minds or a visitor from a realm beyond our understanding, the Hat Man remains a chilling figure in the annals of paranormal phenomena? His persistent presence in sleep paralysis episodes across cultures and time periods raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness, the boundaries of reality, and the shadowy corners of the human psyche. As you turn off the lights tonight and drift off to sleep, remember the stories of the Hat Man and ask yourself, do you believe?